अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, मेरा नाम फजल रहमान है। हम वॉइस ऑफ जर्मनी के स्टूडियो से आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर हैं। आज हम आपकी खिदमत में एक बहुत अहम प्रोग्राम लेकर हाजिर हुए हैं, ख़ास तौर पर वो लोग जो लीगली कानूनी तौर पर कानूनी तरीके के साथ जर्मनी में आना चाहते हैं, रहना चाहते हैं, अपना फ्यूचर, अपना मुस्तकबिल यहाँ पर देखते हैं। नाज़रीन, मेरे साथ आज प्रोग्राम में शामिल गुफ्तगू हैं एक जर्मन खातून, उनका नाम एनेट है। हम पहले से बताते चलें कि आज का प्रोग्राम इंग्लिश और जर्मन दोनों ज़ुबानों में होगा और उसको हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम साथ साथ उर्दू में उसका तर्जुमा या ट्रांसलेशन करते चले जाएं। हेलो एनेट।
Hello, thank you for inviting me for today so that we can talk about studying in Germany and life in Germany and how to get to Germany.
Lovely. This is a very important topic for people. They are living in India and Pakistan and in this area, and they always hear very good things about Germany and their dream is to move to Germany for study and for their future life. So the best way is to move somewhere in young age, especially during studies, and to start studies and then build their future and whole life there. So what is the compulsory things, or what do you think? What is your suggestion?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I want to agree to this. We have in our school over 250 students that come to us every year, and a big majority of them are from Pakistan and India. And I know that it is a big dream of them to come here. And I can only emphasize that it actually is a good idea to come here. Because coming to Germany means, in particular, when you come at an early stage, as you said, that you can get fully integrated here in Germany. You can learn the language, you will get an education in Germany, and that education is free. So the university in Germany has no fees, not for Germans, not for Europeans, and not for international students. And you get a degree that is recognized all over the world. Okay. We do, however, of course, expect you to learn the language, because without the language, you cannot survive in this country.
But Anette, my question before we go further, before we go for studies and free studies and whatever, the thing is that, is it easy? Is it possible to get German visa? Because the people's imagination is that it is impossible to get German visa, and they do not even try about it. They simply start their wrong ways and start their journeys in the via illegal ways. So what is your assumption about this? Is it possible?
It is most certainly possible to get a visa, yeah? I am not saying it's an easy piece of cake. It takes a little bit of preparation and motivation. The students that come to us come here with a legal student visa. With that visa, you enter Germany and you can stay here for the rest of your life. Unless you go and rob the bank or something, yeah. But if you don't do something illegal here,
so it is not like the other countries like UK or America that where you go there for studies, you are not allowed to work, and you have to move back out of the country after you finish your studies. Okay.
Exactly, and that is the big difference in Germany and the big advantage to you. You come here and you can stay here for the rest of your life. You come here with a student visa. As soon as you graduate from university, that will change into a permanent work visa. And 2 years after that, 2 years after you start working, you get a permanent residence. With that permanent residence, you are fully equivalent, equal, whatever word you want to use, a citizen here in Germany. Yeah, which means you can send your children to school for free here. You can get a loan for a house. You have pension contributions. You have health insurance. You have unemployment insurance, which you may not need because we have so many jobs here that we actually have more jobs than people, but just in case. Yeah. So then you are fully into the European society. And of course, with a residence permit from Germany, if you decide to go to Sweden or the Netherlands or whatever, you are free to move there as well, because the residence permit is, of course, valid for all of Europe. Yeah. Do not come here unless you have a visa. Because if you don't have a visa and you are an illegal citizen here in Germany, then you have a pretty tough life. I mean, you cannot do anything here in Germany then. You can't get a job because if you don't have a bank account, you cannot work because you can't get your salary. But you can't get a bank account unless you have a valid visa here. Yeah. So all of those things kind of blend into each other. If they catch you with being here illegally without a legal visa or valid visa, they will bring you out of the country. There are easy ways of getting this visa. Yeah. As I said, you will come here with a student visa. That visa changes automatically to a work visa. So don't go and risk coming here illegally. Yeah. There is no need for it. We help you with the process. Germany welcomes you. Germany wants young people. Germany is happy to integrate you. Okay. And
why Germany is so welcoming? What is the reason? People do ask why Germany is offering free studies, because my actual question was, is study free in Germany, which you already have now answered. So what is the reason? We have written there, come and live in Germany, come and settle down here, get the benefits of legal entry in Germany. So why is that? First of all, people also want to know, if you please tell something about it.
Okay, you asked two questions now in one.
Yes.
Why are we so welcoming, and why is university free? Why are we so welcoming? There's a very simple reason. The German population is decreasing, and it's decreasing rapidly. Yeah, a decreasing population means you have less people going into university every year than people leaving the university. It also means that you have more people retiring every year than starting a new job. Therefore, the German economy cannot grow anymore. The German economy lives on the human brain resource. Yeah, we don't have any natural resources in Germany. We don't have any gold or gems or whatever they found in Afghanistan now, the lithium batteries. Yeah, the only capital that Germany has is the human brain. And if we don't have people that work in the industry, develop new things, then the economy can't grow. Okay. And Germany is a big economy. It is, I believe, the fourth biggest exporter in the world. Okay. And that we can only maintain if we have the people. That's why we are welcoming to all of the people from around the world, because we simply need it. Yeah. So the Germans look at this as an investment in their own future, which is also part of the reason that the education is free. Okay, or at least the education to the for foreigners. Education in Germany is generally free at every level to all the Germans anyway.
This was another question. In some of the countries, like in the UK, till last 7, 8, or 10 years, education was free just for local students, and foreigners has to pay their fees. And you are saying that the universities in Germany are free for everybody, whether it is a foreigner student or a local student.
Correct. Okay. For exactly the reasons that I just explained. Yeah, we want the people to come here, but we want them to come at an early stage so that they can integrate and learn the language and get the same education as the Germans. Yeah, because only if you have a good education and if you have good German, you will be able to work here, and only then you can be of benefit to the German industry. So this is like an investment of Germany into our own future. Yeah, you come here, we pay the education. Then when you stay here, then of course you have to pay taxes. You buy a house, you buy a car, you have kids, you go on a holiday, you spend money, yeah,
but and you work. This is not a special tax at all. This is the same tax as the people are paying in their own countries, as GST or sales tax or whatever it is named. So you're talking about a normal tax for buying goods and income tax, which is basically all over the world same.
Exactly, and you help the German economy, yeah. if Daimler Chrysler, or Mercedes, or Volkswagen, or all of these big companies that you know over there, and I know that the car industries are always the dream. If they don't have the people, then they cannot develop new cars. They cannot develop the cars of the future, which is like the cars that drive themselves, the car that drive with electricity and battery instead of normal petrol. So we need young people. We need brain that comes here and wants to work here. And my classic example that I like to use is the two people that founded the company BioNTech.
Oh, yeah.
The BioNTech is the people that developed the vaccination that is produced by Pfizer. I know outside of Germany you call the vaccination Pfizer BioNTech. We, of course, call it BioNTech Pfizer, because the BioNTech is the German brain behind it. And without the brain, Pfizer could not produce it. But the two people that founded BioNTech, they were foreign students themselves. They came to Germany just the same way as you would be coming now.
So you're talking about Mr. Shaheen and his wife.
Exactly. Yeah, they came here, they learned the language, they went to university, they did their PhD, and then they founded BioNTech. And now they are helping to overcome this crisis with Corona. So you see, worldwide. There is good future here in Germany. They are integrated here. They have a company. We look at BioNTech as a German company, not as a Turkish company, even though those two people are from Turkey. And they have people from all over the world working there. So the future is there.
नाज़रीन, हमने मिस अनेटे से आज बात की है. आपने पिछले 10-12 मिनट की गुफ्तगू सुनी है और गुफ्तगू इतनी फ्लुएंट चल रही थी और इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग थी कि हम उसका उर्दू में तर्जुमा साथ साथ पेश करना भूल गए. ऐसी गलतियां, इंसानी गलतियां होती रहती हैं, इसलिए अब हम पिछली गुफ्तगू का खुलासा पेश किए देते हैं और आइंदा कोशिश करेंगे कि हर क्वेश्चन और उसके जवाब का हम साथ साथ उर्दू या हिंदी में तर्जुमा आपकी खिदमत में पेश करते रहें. हमने ये गुफ्तगू कुछ इस अंदाज से शुरू की कि सबसे पहले हमने वीज़े के मुतालिक सवाल किया और पूछा कि क्या जर्मनी का वीज़ा मिलता भी है, क्योंकि लोगों में तो ये अजम्पशन है, लोग तो ये ख्याल करते हैं कि जर्मनी का वीज़ा किसी को मिलता ही नहीं है. जिसका जर्मनी जाने का दिल करता है वो उठता है और किसी न किसी गैर कानूनी तरीके से जर्मनी मूव होने की कोशिश करता है, अपनी जान खतरे में डालता है, मुख्तलिफ रास्तों को इख्तियार करता है. कोई ज़मीनी रास्ते होते हैं, कुछ पानी के रास्ते होते हैं और बहुत से लोग उनमें अपनी जानें गंवा देते हैं. तो अनेटे ने बताया है कि जर्मनी का वीज़ा लेना यकीनन बहुत आसान बात तो नहीं है, लेकिन उन लोगों के लिए जो इरादा रखते हैं, जो अच्छे जगहों से पढ़े हुए हैं, अच्छे नंबर्स उन्होंने लिए हुए हैं, वो और थोड़ी सी मोटिवेशन उनके अंदर है, उनका सिर्फ ख्याल और ख्वाब तक ही महदूद तक नहीं है, वो उसमें अपनी काविश भी डालना चाहते हैं, तैयारी करते हैं, तो उनके लिए जर्मनी का वीज़ा लेना बिल्कुल भी मुश्किल नहीं है. और उसके बाद उन्होंने बताया कि जर्मनी लोगों को यहाँ पर खुशामदीद कहता है. हमने पूछा कि जर्मनी क्यों लोगों को वीज़ा देता है, क्यों चाहता है कि जर्मनी आकर लोग पढ़ाई करें, यहाँ पर आकर रहें. तो उन्होंने बताया कि जर्मनी की आबादी घट रही है. हर साल जितने लोग रिटायर हो रहे हैं उससे कहीं कम लोग दोबारा एक प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ जो है उसको शुरू कर रहे हैं. इस वजह से जर्मनी की शिद्दत के साथ ख्वाहिश है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गैर मुल्की ज़हीन पढ़े लिखे लोग यहाँ पर आएँ और आकर इस मुल्क के फ्यूचर को महफूज बनाएं और ख़ुद भी अपना भी फ़ायदा करें, एक अच्छी ज़िंदगी में एक अच्छी क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ के साथ यहाँ पर रहें और ये कि उसका जर्मनी को भी फ़ायदा हो. उन्होंने मिसाल दी कि मर्सिडीज़ बेंज की फैक्ट्री के अंदर अगर काम करने वाले लोग ही नहीं होंगे तो मर्सिडीज़ बेंज जो है वो अच्छी कारें नहीं बना सकेगा. उन्होंने बायोटेक फाइज़र जो वैक्सीन है उसका उन्होंने मिसाल के तौर पे जिक्र किया कि बायोटेक फाइज़र की जो वैक्सीन बनाई, जो पूरी दुनिया में मशहूर है और इस वक्त दुनिया की सेफेस्ट महफूज तरीन वैक्सीन करार दी जाती है, वो भी 2 फॉरेनर स्टूडेंट्स जो तुर्की से यहाँ पर मूव हुए थे, उन्होंने उसको यहाँ पर पहले वो आए, पढ़े, उन्होंने अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजारी और उसके बाद उन्होंने उस कंपनी की बुनियाद रखी जिसने ये बायोटेक की जो वैक्सीन है वो बनाई है, दरियाफ्त की है. तो नाज़रीन, इस हवाले से ये हमारी बातचीत तब तक चल रही है. और दूसरी बात उन्होंने ये बताई कि जर्मनी में जो लीगल तरीके से आने वाले लोग हैं उन्हें जर्मन गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल की सहूलत मैसर करती है, उनको मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस मिलती है उनको उनकी जॉबलेस जो उनकी इंश्योरेंस है वो उन्हें बहुत अच्छी मिलती है। बाकी दुनिया के ममालिक में जॉब सीकर अलाउंसेस होते हैं, लेकिन वो जर्मनी के जॉब सीकर अलाउंस का आधा या उससे भी कम होते हैं, बल्कि बहुत कम होते हैं। जर्मनी दुनिया में वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट जॉब सीकर जो आपकी इंश्योरेंस है वो उसको पे करने वाला मुल्क है। और यहाँ पर बहुत सारे आपको बेनिफिट्स हैं। आपके आगे आपके रहने वाली नस्ल जो है वो फ्री स्कूल जाती है, आपको मकान बनाने के लिए क्रेडिट मिल जाता है, आपको गवर्नमेंट की जो मकानों की स्कीम है उसमें आपको हिस्से मिल जाते हैं, और बेशुमार यहाँ पर रहने के फ़वाइद हैं। तो हम अनेटी की तरफ वापस चलते हैं और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन अनेटे से हम पूछते हैं। Danke, Anette, dass Sie gewartet haben. Thank you very much for waiting. I was basically translating
That's
our
fine.
previous conversation. I tried to cover every point. I'm sure that people they are listening to English conversation, they would be enjoying it much more than my translation. So, well, the reality is that you explained everything very in detail. Thank you very much for that. Okay, the next point. What is the next benefit to live in Germany or to move to Germany?
Yeah, I would, if we have time, just go back to the last question for one more point, because I said I had asked 2 questions. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yes.
of course, it is that we need the people because we have a decreasing population, but it is also the belief here in Germany that education should be independent of the size of the income of the parents. Yeah. That is why education has always been free here and will be free. So the people that are working now are basically paying the education for the children, the teenagers, the students now. And then when you work here later, you will be paying for the next generation.
Okay.
It is, luckily, over 80% of the students that come here to study are actually staying in Germany. Yeah. So initially, 72% come with the idea of staying here, but it's over 80% that then end up staying, which means the country can't be that bad. In fact, it is very good here if over 80% of the people stay here. Yeah. And you will have a job. As I said, we have an extremely low unemployment in Germany amongst all graduates. And that is all graduates. Yeah. So even people that studied Greek mythology or English literature or something, it is only 2.5%, which is nothing. Yeah. We have people in or countries in Europe where we have over 20% unemployment. And even now, during the last year and a half, where in many other countries people were let go or were kind of lost their jobs, yeah, in Germany, nobody lost their job because of Corona, because every company would be stupid to let you go, because they know exactly that they won't find people anymore. Yeah. So there are lots and lots of jobs here for you, lots of opportunities to make your career, to settle your, to have your life here.
नाज़रीन, अभी हम जो अनेटे से बात की है पिछले कुछ मिनट्स में आपको बता देते हैं कि अनेटे ने कहा कि जर्मनी न सिर्फ इसलिए यहाँ पर फ्री एजुकेशन देता है कि यहाँ पर आबादी की ज़रूरत है, लोगों को काम करने की ज़रूरत है, लेकिन उसकी एक बहुत बड़ी वजह यह है कि जर्मन माशरती सिस्टम इस तरह से बनाया गया है कि जो जनरेशन काम कर रही है इस वक्त, वो अपनी पिछली जनरेशन को उनकी जो स्टडीज़ के अखराजात हैं वो गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स की मद में दे रही है। इसी तरह आने वाली जनरेशन जब यहाँ पर काम करेगी तो टैक्स के एक मखसूस हिस्से को इन अखराजात के लिए मखसूस कर लिया जाएगा, और इस तरीके से आइंदा आने वाली नस्लें भी यहाँ पर इंतहाई अहम और आला जो तालीम है वो मुफ्त हासिल कर पाएंगी। एक तो ये उन्होंने बताया है। और बहरहाल उन्होंने ये बताया है कि जर्मनी में आगाज़ में तकरीबन 72% जो स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं वो इस इरादे के साथ आते हैं कि वो स्टडी करेंगे और वापस जर्मनी चले जाएंगे, लेकिन जब स्टडीज़ का इख्तिताम होता है तो उन 72% के अलावा मज़ीद 80 और 82% के करीब ऐसे लोग होते हैं। मतलब 72% से वो रेशो जो है बढ़ के 80-82% तक चली जाती है कि जो लोग यहाँ पर फिर अपना जहन तब्दील कर लेते हैं, यहाँ की सहूलियात देखते हैं, यहाँ के माहौल की खूबसूरती देखते हैं, यहाँ पर तहफ़्फ़ुज़ देखते हैं और फिर यहाँ रहने का फ़ैसला कर लेते हैं। तो अनेट ने कहा है कि बाकी मुल्कों की तरह ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर 72% ये इरादा करके आए हों कि उन्होंने रहना है तो उसमें से भी कुछ परसेंट मज़ीद वापस चले जाएँ। और 72 की जगह पर 68 या 70% लोग रहते हों, बल्कि यहाँ पर रहने वालों की तादाद ज़्यादा होना इस बात का सबूत है। और हर साल कंटिन्यूसली एक सर्कल चलता है कि जर्मनी के पास ऑफ़र करने के लिए बहुत कुछ है और बाकी दुनिया से बहुत बढ़कर है। अब हम एनेटे के पास वापस चलते हैं। अभी हमने बात की है कि हमारे प्रोग्राम अमूमन 15 और 20 मिनट के दरमियान होता है, जो वक्त अब हम ख़त्म कर चुके हैं। So we go back to Anette. Anette, we have, I told her that we were planned for 15 minutes, but we have now spent more than 20 minutes now in the program. I would ask Anette if she could please give us again some time next weekend. Then we will be going through the process of visa and process of studies. First of all, we would check the process of studies, what type of studies, how they're going to start studies, what is the best age and time to apply for studies here in Germany, and then our discussion will be going on. Hopefully, we will be finished this topic in 3 or 4 programs. It depends how long, how in detail Anette will inform us.
The important thing that you should take away from this is that Germany is there for you. It's welcoming you, but do it in a legal way. Don't try to come here and mingle your way through some illegal things. Yeah, it is possible. There are people there to help you. You can have a great future here.
Thank you very much, Anette, for joining us. Thank you very much for all this information. And on the behalf of other people, they are intending to come to Germany for studies or for their future life. On their behalf, I also have to thank you for giving us such a nice information.
Thank you as well.
Dear viewers, thank you very much for joining us, and keep in touch for next week as well. And this program will be very interesting, and we're going to give you in coming programs very, very important information about the visa procedure, studies, and all this stuff. So have a good day, नाज़रीन। हम आपको अगले प्रोग्राम में इस प्रोग्राम का अगला हिस्सा पेश करेंगे। उसमें आपको वीज़े के मुतालिक इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे, स्टडीज़ के मुतालिक इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे, और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये टॉपिक जो है अगले 3 से 4 प्रोग्राम्स में हम कवर कर पाएंगे। इसके साथ ही नाज़रीन अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, हमें इजाज़त दीजिए। Anette, thank you very much for coming, for joining us.
You.
Have a good day. Thank you. Bye. Till next program. Auf Wiedersehen.